Hello.
There we are. Hey.
Oh dear.
Did I love that talk?
Yeah.
You're like,
Lucky we're here. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
you should have been here a minute ago. We were talking like, we need more time.
So we're back to life.
That's because what we were talking about. I haven't got a clue.
That's what we're here for the hell. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
You're right. Yeah, look, Matt's in charge tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big boss.
Yeah, he is.
Do what you're told.
Being told. All right. But we've all sort of have watched the Hasbro Pulse, haven't we?
Well, kind of. Yeah, what's the bit of it?
Yeah, I wasn't that.
Bits. I saw bits.
I'm not interested now. Just you can see what you've want later on, can't you? You just.
I was frantically trying to grab screen grabs, and it's like, oh my god, I've got to go live.
Yeah, I mean, notice as well on Hasbro Pulse, they're always dead awkward. They're always like, yeah, this is like you get one. It's like you get the creator who's dead happy and showing stuff, but the person who's talking to is always like, do you know what I mean? Like not interested. It's weird.
Patrick was on one again, so
yeah, Patrick
was he? I didn't see him.
Yeah.
His happy friends. Yeah.
I guess the standout thing for me, but I'm never going to get it because I'm going to have to sell a kidney. Was the transforming Optimus Prime?
Oh, it was awesome. £700.
I know, yeah. I think that's what you wanted when you were a kid.
I know, but
it transforms itself. But
you knew as soon as you saw Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes do it, you knew straight away. Oh, this is. I thought at least they'll probably get away with 400. £700.
700 quid, but it looked good. It did.
It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah.
So all that technology must be involved.
John.
Look at that! Now there's a name for us. Hiya, John.
He's first on as well.
Oh, good old John.
Yeah. DTM.
There we go.
It's Friday.
Dave.
Hello, Luke.
All right, Luke. He was in the chat before. Here we go. Hello. We got James. You got Snorkers. There he is.
Hello, James.
The master of chroma key.
I don't know what chroma key is. What's that? Chroma key.
Green screen.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Nice.
His video. Yeah, great.
This is all real. This is real.
Yes,
or is he?
I'm actually into the
harmony. Oh, Tim.
Oh, Tim, there we go.
Ladies. Hey, cheeky.
Wow.
Cheeky.
Why, thank you, Tim.
Biker. Oh, it's Christian.
Oh, Christian, there we go.
So I've got something to say about Christian. I started watching his video about 3 days ago on his Dino Riders, and Jen said, "Oh, we've got to go to the shop," and I forgot all about it. So I got into bed last night, and I'm flicking through, and I saw it come off. I might as well watch this. In a way, I've watched it 1.5 times. How about that?
1.5 doesn't count though, does it?
That's better than that's.
1.5.
I don't know.
Well.
What's the view? How many seconds or minutes is a view?
Well,
I think you've got to
watch
get
it a couple of 3 or 4 times. I think everyone.
Yeah.
Just
It was good. I enjoyed it.
I make separate accounts and watching them all the time.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Oh,
Hi, Dave.
Good. That was a good stream with
Anthony yesterday.
Anthony, yeah.
What a nice bloke he was. I really enjoyed it. It's nice these afternoon streams where you can work and you listen to some decent lads having a chat. He's on a roll. He's RD now, isn't he?
No, it's good, isn't it? You're going to have to go on. Me and Luke have done it, and you guys.
Oh yeah, I'll have to.
He's a lovely bloke, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to go on. Yeah,
we'll always end up talking about sweets.
Yeah.
Hi, Martin.
What
the France?
What the France?
Available in t-shirts.
The lovely Jeff.
Right, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Oh, I like that profile picture.
Yeah.
Look.
The boy.
Gianni, Greg / Greg Gianni.
Yeah.
I think that's Gianni in it, and Greg comes on these.
So he usually is Gianni.
Yeah. He's always don't go. He's a both lovely lad.
You can't put just a G up because Greg's a G as well. It's like you should just.
Oh yeah. Isn't Greg's icon Dolly Parton?
Hi, Michael. How are you, pal?
Cool.
Thank
Yeah, it is Friday.
yeah, I've forgotten which. Oh my god, I
It has been a week, Christian.
Yeah.
I didn't sort my mouse out. I'm just using the my fingers.
Yeah.
He's doing a cracking job.
We're still learning here. We're still learning.
Of course we are.
We're going to be a bit dodgy for a while. So
Listen, I'm not saying a word. Go on, Matt.
You wait till me or Shabby have to do it.
I was going to say, I'm going to open a box. I'm going to stop pressing buttons. I'll turn it off.
If Shabby can't change the transformer, what we got no chance?
I know. Well, you don't have to now with the Optimus Prime, do you?
I'll tell the lads we were having a chat, us three, and I was saying about laptops and getting this and that, but I am bricking myself when it's my turn. I don't know what, you know. Hey, chocolate chip.
We might get some of the show in.
Blanked out. Yeah, we might do.
Yeah, well, that's all a learning curve. We all got to start somewhere, haven't we?
Yeah.
So
there's a
of course
name
we are.
There's a good name. There we go. Oh, we have got 2 guests.
Ah, Lord.
Yeah, oh, Steve.
Oh, Steve, look at this.
All right, Steve.
Hoppy.
I haven't seen Hoppy for
Watched this video last night. Speed about 1. I am the Dave.
I am Dave.
I am Dave.
We're
all Dave. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
I bet it's like that. Who's that?
Is that weird looking bloke? Looks like someone else.
Tell you what, he's got handsome avatar, him though, hasn't he? Yeah, he's good looking avatar, that.
Yeah, he's had a shave. You can tell he's had a shave.
Tony Hart? It's Tony Hart, isn't it?
Tony Hart, yeah. Blanked out. Hey, I'll be watching you tomorrow on Bosks. Whoa, that's going to be as good as that.
Yeah,
it's on Friday, isn't it?
Tomorrow, Superstar live stream tomorrow in Bosk, only one. Jason, how are you, pal?
The dream team.
Yeah.
I'm bloody
dream team tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got the Rule Guard and the vintage collection coming again. Yeah.
Oh, because that Han Solo coat looked good.
Yeah, and they're re-releasing the shadow, you know, the translucent shadowed black stormtrooper.
Oh, from the game, yeah.
We're getting the 3.75 version of this collection. Well, it actually looks better than the Black Series one.
Does it? Yeah. And is it still translucent on the 3/4 inch? Wow! Wow!
And we're getting a Urus thing in Black Series.
Nice.
That's no one we've had before, is it? So.
No, I like it.
No, evening.
Baz, how are you, pal? Red 5.
Oh,
vintage Dave's there.
How's the tan, Dave? How's the tan? Is it sort of gone from pink to gold?
Oh yeah, look handsome this week. Now when all that pink's died down, oh yeah.
I was going to do a jingle for Dave. I'll have to do it next week.
Okay.
DCB
jiggers.
She is.
Hey, DCB.
The other half. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
James again.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for turning up. Brilliant. Hey, Stormy.
There's Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron.
We've just been watching a bit of you, Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
I like the Power Rangers, the red one in the cape. Did you see that one? That was nice. Yeah, it was big. Right. It was like a hot toy, but I don't know. It looked good though.
Yeah.
I don't know me Power Rangers, but I've got eyes.
Either, sorry. Yeah.
That's what I did. I was on Aaron's watching Transformers then. As soon as Power Rangers started, I went and got some lunch. Yeah. Hey, Gav.
Gavin.
Gavin.
He's been getting some parcels this week. I've been seeing some stuff.
Ooh.
It's like a store.
Finishing off his novel.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan.
Redmond.
Oh, 76.
76. Hiya, pal. Good to see you.
Evening, Paul.
With some faces I don't know.
Oh, John.
Yeah. John. Hey, fellas.
Well, yeah, there we go.
Rorsaf.
There we go.
You see her. Thank you. Cool.
I'll tell her after this. In fact, no, you can tell her.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, it's your favourite.
There we go. I'll keep going.
Ooh.
We've got. It's like.
Oh man.
Oh,
Hello. Yeah,
Death Star
for it.
Yeah.
Speed for it.
Good old Danny boy. How are you? There was some interesting stuff.
Right. We have got some guests, but
we're going to have them on in a minute. Chris. Yeah, don't worry, they are here.
They're in the.
Oh yeah, Marky D. Look at this. Let's go! Everybody's here.
Look at this.
Well, I was annoyed that they didn't announce any 86 on the Transformers line because I got the first wave and it's dead popular. Yeah. And I thought, they'll say something else for the next wave. Never said a word, so I thought, fair enough.
No,
Hi, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
It's gone, is it? Down to the white now.
Yeah. Oh,
He didn't go like sort of Luke did. He went, was the olive, wasn't it, or whatever it was?
Yeah. Oh yeah, olive. Yeah. Sunny up there in Britain.
Whole squad, everybody's here.
Oh.
Good lads.
I think I've got to the end.
Good. Right, Rob.
Right. Hold on. We'll show you what we got. What have you got?
Oh yeah, some stuff. Yeah.
Do we do that? Yeah, we do that. Yeah. Do you want to have a look? Who's it going to show? Who's it going to show?
The one with Matthew can go.
There we go.
Only got two things. So
hold on. I'll make you big.
Well, yes, please.
There we go. So there we go.
Well, I think everyone's got this today. So
it's nice. Yeah. That card's really nice. Yeah.
I saw Mike Cass's review. I've watched a look at his. Is it yesterday or today? Yeah, I watched it. So it's nice. The weathering's better on it. It's shaded better, and of course the face is better.
Liam Neeson in the box, isn't it? Really,
it does look like Liam Neeson now. I do give. I wasn't going to get it, but I thought I had Obi-Wan, I had Darth Maul, and I thought I needed the set. I needed the three. The three. So I got it. So I've got me set, and I got that today as well. So
there we go.
That's the.
Is that Nikto Barada?
No, it's it's like a load
of skiff guards.
A load of skiff guards. So it's quite a nice set. It's got the Return of the Jedi stuff on it. So.
That is nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I like Brendan. That's good.
Hard to get now. It's quite hard to get. So, but I found it good price. So there you go.
That's what she said. There we go. All right, and Rob, have you got anything, Shabby? Hold on. Don't turn them off. Hold on a minute.
Shabby's probably got loads of stuff.
No, I haven't. I've had to calm down.
All right.
Calm down.
So, no, that's well. I was up, but I did get my command degree. Did I show this last Friday? I don't think I did I?
No, I don't think you did.
I think it came on Monday, but again, just waiting. I found him on Amazon, so I bought him. And Amazon for the past 2 boxed air bubbles, so I'm really happy with that. So I got him. I got these at Super Awesome Geek shows here. So he showed me these G.I. Joe things at Dollar Tree, and they're pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a set of 6, and I watched his video, and I never saw them in the Dollar Tree. Then Jen went yesterday and said they've got them in, so they're only small, they don't move or anything, but they look pretty cool on the card. And for $6, for 6 of them, you can't go wrong, can you? So I got there's Roblox, there's Destro, and it says limited edition on it. Well, what that means at a dollar store, I don't know, but all right. And then to carry on, Shabby's under $10 Black Series challenge.
Yeah.
Got Jaina. At $7.99. Now, Ollie's in America. I know you two lads are in England, so I apologise, but Ollie's are throwing Black Series in every week and Vintage Collection every week. You saw that I got their Best in Hand last week, Vintage Collection, and now they've got these in as well. So if you're in America, go to Ollie's because they've got dozens in. So that's what Shabby got.
Yeah, okay. That's all good, isn't it?
What did Taz get?
Let's have a look. Hold on, let me just. Boop.
Oh.
There we go. Beep. I'll make sound effects.
Good old Jed.
Well, I got some. I went down McDonald's today, didn't I? So outside McDonald's, you've got B&M. So I went in and bought some of these.
Oh.
I'm sure I can't find them over here. They look awesome.
Yeah.
That guy's huge.
That was cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, for £4, they're like,
they really are cool.
Yeah. Found a tiger yet, Tez?
No, there's just there's about the same 4 ones in there.
There's a new B&M opened in Bournemouth, so we're going to it, me and the missus tomorrow, because I can actually go shops now. So I'm going to have a venture and see what there is. I'd like to find a tiger. So
I want to find a tiger. I got I got Black Series. Got Black Series.
Oh yeah, you got that.
Yeah. I got Azori Bliss.
Azori Bliss.
And I was.
What does it do?
I was talking to Shabby last night, and he says the visor comes off, and I was like, "Wow!"
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Oh, look into my eye. Yeah,
I like that thing.
it's good. I've started photographing her already.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
And then Luke, I needed one of these for my vintage speeder bike.
Flap. Yeah.
Yeah, so Luke's had one, and then he sent me the whole thing by mistake.
Oh, that's lovely.
So, thanks to Luke Reynolds for that. It's
if you're there, Luke.
There we go.
Chat, but if he's there,
he might be busy tonight. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Still works. And my ongoing mini rig, bit boring, really. Just got the front gun. There you go. Right. So it's complete now. Yeah. So there we go. That's me. Anything else? I don't. No. There we go.
Done and dusted.
So
for another week. There we go.
Another week, isn't it? There we go. Yeah. So, what was the highlight of the pulse then? Do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what they did the Black Series. If someone can tell me in the chat, because I mean, it came on at 2:30, didn't it? Which is 15 minutes. I was on here, so I didn't see it.
They had the guy on from the new G.I. Joe film, the guy who's playing Snake Eyes. He actually he opened his own figure, and that looked quite cool. So it's in a classified shaped box. So that's going to be another G.I. Joe Snake Eyes we're going to try and find, isn't it? I think there's a wave of figures for that film. So they look different. They're sort of all the bodies look different and sculpts and.
Right.
The Doctor Strange's time stone.
All right.
Did you see that? Yeah, it's just like in the amulet.
Oh, yeah.
Like an ornament thing.
They're re-releasing the X-Wing helmet as well, but with wedges one this time. So they're doing the green. Doing the green on each side. So
I've got to get the X-Wing one first, but I'll definitely look for that. That's all.
Oh, and they're releasing the blue leader from Rogue One in his X-Wing.
Are they?
But the figure is going to be carded inside the box. They're saying. I'm sure that's what they're saying. So
it's going to be vintage collection.
Yeah, the vintage collection. So it's going to be the X-wing in with the blue stripes, with the I forgot. Is it General? Is it Merrick? Is it Merrick? Yeah.
Yeah.
Merrick,
yeah. So, but he's going to be. I think he's going to be on a carded. So you're going to like, oh no, what am I going to do? Isn't it? So do you rip it off the bubble? Or, those carded collectors. That's a hard one. So
because if you want to buy it again, you've got to buy another bloody X-wing, and that X-wing is to him, isn't it? The blue.
But no one's saying that when it's going to be up for pre-order. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, you really think they put a loose figure?
They were cool. Yeah.
But
they are cool, Chris. I'd love to know where we can get them from over here. I'd snap them up. That price.
Yeah.
Right in the comic shop. Okay.
Yeah, it must be a lot more independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ark, of course. Yeah, the Ark that transforms.
That was awesome. That looked. The box art on it looked amazing as well. And did he say anything about the Star Wars with no plastic? Because the Transformer boxes all showed today were all cardboard boxes, no plastic.
Yeah, well, some of the bigger ones are, don't they? Don't have windows. Yeah. So, but that transforms into the Ark, and then the robot, and then Teletran 1, which is the Ark's computer.
Yeah. How cool! Yeah. You see, old school. You always get us with old school, don't you? So
yeah.
Hello,
Salacious.
So you with Mark today.
90 today, yes, roasting.
Yeah.
Chicago. Wow.
Chicago.
11 hours.
11 hours or what? 11 hours.
Yeah, just give us a shout. I'll find it for you.
Hi, George.
Right, I'm going to get to the bottom of the chat. B&M's again. Here we go. Blackpool.
B&M, Blackpool.
Figures. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. More stuff to ship over to you.
I
still haven't got a Zori Bliss, so I'm still waiting to see when I get
one. I've got a Black Series figure that you haven't got. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Cat.
Hello, Cat. I think you can get it for under £10, can't you, in England now, Zori Bliss?
She's £12 on Amazon. I looked. She's about £12, and so
I got her for $8. I got her for $8.99.
I know she's £12 now. I looked when you said about that. Yeah.
Cheapest chips.
They go up and down, don't they? Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I thought about this one with the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, they did have the Baroness there. Was one of the black in the Snake Eyes film. So they're starting to introduce GI Joe to this film, aren't they? This is their way, isn't it? GI Joe, get Snake Eyes done and
Target exclusive,
yeah, Extreme Target, yeah.
I know it's weird, isn't it? Like,
you used to go to B&M just for like broom handles and candles.
Well, most of them just have food.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I think that was one of the. Well, from what I've seen this morning, that was the take. I mean, that Optimus Prime was something else, but not at 700 quid.
Eb knows. Agamotto.
I subbed to Eb this week. Did you sub to Eb?
Yeah. I've shared him on Twitter the other day. He's got some good cards on his. I'm going to buy 2. You want a Megatron as well, so they can fight.
It's like I said to Ladley, you knew it. As soon as you saw Kevin Smith, you thought, "Oh, how much is this?" But it looked cool.
I've cut my kidney out already, so it's on. I'm going to sell it.
It looks sweet, doesn't it? It looks all right. Death Star. Hello.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh yeah, they are Morrison's.
Yeah, there's no Morrison's around here. There's no Morrison's around.
There's one down the road. I'll have to see. There's more reasons to shop at Morrison's. There you go. That's the slogan, isn't it? There's more reasons to shop at Morrison's. Right. Okay.
Right. Before we start, can I just say, I have dreamt about John Baldry 3 nights this week in a row.
Oh dear, that's
I know. Yeah,
very worrying. Yeah.
Right,
I don't know what's going on. He's woke me up in a dream 3 nights this week.
That's mental.
That's serious.
I know. I was like, Baldry doing here.
I've had a dream at your house. You were getting scraps of metal to build an habitat out in your garden.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I can say I've not dreamed of anyone. So there we
go. Everybody says hello. Everybody saying hello.
All I dream was my teapot and my cozy.
Look at that. That's
cozy.
Where's the hack?
One man and his dog, one man in his cozy.
Just imagine someone going, "What's he missing? Oh, he definitely needs a bubble on this."
Yeah. What are you doing sitting there rubbing your cozy? Bless her that.
Yeah. Like you, Matthew. Rubbing.
There you go. There you go. James knows as well.
Hi, Chippo.
Chippo. Right. Oh God, it's like a catalogue of
continuous. Yeah.
I am going to get the guests. I'm sorry if
we've got guests.
Out.
They probably. They're still there. They're still there.
They've gone. Yeah. Oh, they've gone.
It's just us.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Ed. Especially if you saw that trailer with those little mini ones. Still them. So,
Are they sweets or are they going to be sweets? Do you think? The point is going to be, or are they going to be toys?
So we know what they'll be like. I mean, those little those little ones that are all characteristics. You had about 50. They'll be like that. They'll do loads of nerves, all doing different poses, and you'll buy loads of them. That's what they'll do with them.
There he is. We were talking about you.
We were.
Yeah, we were.
Tessa's showing us his flap. So
showing you the. It broke Luke already. Oh.
Yeah, he just ejected it.
Thanks for that, and my gun. Right, I'm going to bring in the first guest on. So
go on, surprise us.
Surprises. I'm going to go with. Oh God, it's not working. There we go. Add to stream. No. There we go. Oh, we've got Scott from it's Pixel Asylum. Pixel Asylum.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, how are you doing? How are you all doing? Nice to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.
It's weird hearing him, because I always hear his voice on his videos, and now he's here.
Yeah, you get a face. There he is. Look, hey.
There you go. 500 quid me, Dave. 500 quid hire me for your Transformers. A couple of weeks. But...
So I guess, Scott, you didn't see the Hasbro Pulse live stream.
I didn't. I'm afraid no.
But, you don't have to. We've told you all about it now.
Oh yeah. No, I've got everything I need.
So so Scott's sort of a regular, isn't he? He's a regular.
I tend to jump in most Fridays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, Pixel Asylum. There we go.
There's the wonderful James O'Grady, the chroma key king.
He is. He's good on green screen. He is.
He's fantastic.
George Lucas, watch out. So Scott's he's got his own YouTube channel. And
give us a spiel, Scott. Give us your spiel. Come on.
Sell it, Scott.
Very individual. I've got a clip lined up, so if Scott can.
It links and everything. Look at it.
Yeah, look on it. Well, I just believe it's going to work.
Right, well, my name's Scott. I run the Pixel Asylum. I wouldn't say it's the biggest channel in the world, but I have some wonderful followers that I absolutely adore, James O'Grady being one of them. I started the channel, in 2 days it'll be a year since I started the channel.
Yeah,
just a response, it was a response to the lockdown more than anything else. Plenty of time on my hands all of a sudden because I used to teach in a music school in North Wales. 40 odd pupils. Of course, lockdowns came in, that dropped immediately. So all my work went online. And I've been toying with the idea of making a channel for a good while, something to encapsulate some sarcasm.
You come to the right place here.
I don't think there's anybody who reviews games like Scott. It's just it's poetry, isn't it? It is
I like a bit of bite, and I've always liked juggling words. It's one of my hobbies. Use 10 words when one will do.
Yeah.
What's happening? Or just a good meh.
I'd never done videos before. I'd never recorded my own voice. I always had the impression of sounding like a demented chipmunk.
Wow.
I tried it for the first time. I thought, well, it's not exactly silk, but it'll do. It's not offensive to do.
Did you always set out to do video games like the oldest retro software?
Yeah, I tend to stick to 8 and 16-bit stuff mainly. I came from a time when the good old ZX Spectrum was in my house, and when I was just about high enough to reach up onto the desk and play with it, I was about 5 or 6 at the time. I was doing a bit of basic on that, and I started with the Spectrum. I've had Amigas, the STs, pretty much nearly the console going.
How would you explain a Spectrum to people in the States? I mean, Shabby knows what it is, but how would you?
As a kid, I loved
someone who was born and bred in the States. How would you explain?
Probably the best way is bleeping sounds and color clash.
I calculate it.
They never brought the Spectrum out over here in America.
We did a Sinclair Timex 1000 over there. That was a version of the ZX81, as far as I remember. But the joy of you always had to think to yourself, do I want to play this game that's in front of me in 15 minutes? Because that's about how long it did take to load. And you spin the wheel of will it load this time?
It was. You stand on one leg and
it's crashing. Rewind the tape.
What I remember about I remember horrible skiing. I loved that.
Oh yes.
Remember Chucky Egg? Loved that game. Loved it. What? And there was another one, and our side backed me up because our dad used to play. We used to watch. It was like a moon, and you used to have to jump over craters and stuff on the moon.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And that was awesome. I can't remember what it's called.
Lunar Jetman?
Lunar. Was it?
Yeah.
Jetman on the jetpack and Lunar Jetpack. Was that it?
I don't know. It's like a board.
I do know what you mean.
Yeah, and that was a good game. Well, they're the three I remember.
Yeah.
My favourite game of all time on the Spectrum was, 2 of them really, School Days and Back to School.
All right.
Oh, yeah, they were great.
They were incredible. Yeah, absolutely love those.
School simulator getting into trouble, wasn't it?
And if you got 10,000 lines, you get expelled. But my favourite thing was always the assemblies they'd have with the headmaster, Mr. Wacker. And they'd sit you all down, and he said, "You're all in detention until we find out who poisoned the goldfish."
Yeah, you can't get
I think another one was we're all in detention until we find out who's been threatening the PTA.
Look at that, Dave.
Fighting words.
Warring about it. I mean, you got that in the States with
Moon Patrol. Was that it?
Moon Patrol.
Yeah. Oh, that was always the thing at school, though, wasn't it? Which is better, the Spectrum or the C64? And then you just sit by and watch the war carry on.
Yeah. Well, my argument was the Spectrum's British.
Yeah.
The Spectrum's British.
No, it's the argument because they came out at the same time. And listen, I'm not a computer guy. I'm not going to make it out like I am. Do you know what I mean? Did the Spectrum and the Commodore 64 come out at the same time? Is that why they were in? Like, which one's better?
Like 81 and.
I think there was the VIC 20 as well that was 81. I think the C64 was 82 or 83.
Denny Thompson's Decathlon. Decathlon.
Oh, yeah.
Dizzy, I used to love Dizzy, the egg. Oh. Yeah, that was so hard.
A friend of ours, a friend of the channel called Weekend Lollygagger had us on a Midsummer Olympics, about 10 different
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually won that by some utter miracle.
Yeah, it was. What game was it? Was it?
Denny Thompson,
Denny Thompson. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I didn't capture the true majesty of me almost swearing at the high jump. I could never do that.
That was always hard, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the high jump and the pole vault, I absolutely stunk at that. But it was just whacking keys,
my favourite was the Bionic Commando game with the.
Yeah.
I said to Tez the other day, I'd love to play it again. I've got to start. I would love to go. I've got to go on that Spectrum World thing, innit? You said about
World of Spectrum.
World of Spectrum.
What is it about the Spectrum and the Commodore in this day and age? When you see the graphics, you see the games, you see the online. What is it about these that still intrigue you? Do you know what I mean?
It's like Star Wars figures. It's like.
Right, so
you're like a kid again playing on it.
As well. It was
part of is that what it is? It's more of a nostalgia thing to play these, or do you enjoy playing them just as much now as you did then?
Absolutely.
Wow.
A lot of it's down to nostalgia, but the Spectrum and the Commodore 64 at the time were a big push by the UK to get the public into computers.
It was,
and there was a big initiative with computers in schools as well. So that's where I had my first contact with the BBC Micro.
Yeah, BBC Micro, that was awesome.
Yeah,
I just saw a minute. Black Tie Ewoks has just said Ocean. Sorry, that is
Ocean.
Ocean software with the best.
Yeah, well, they made those. Batman game.
Batman game back, right?
They had
the times with some clunkers, but they were good.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's great box art. Great box art.
It didn't come out as a games console, though, did it? It came out as a home computer, is that right?
Yeah, it was a home computer, fully functioning home computer that you could program. Came with BASIC. And imagine the Raspberry Pi now and think of that from the 80s. That's pretty much the impact that had. But, I mean, for us, there's always a massive nostalgia here to playing like school days again and back to school.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to show if I can manage this. I'm going to show.
Fingers crossed.
One of Scott's. I was going through Scott's. Oh, that's not it.
This is where the viewer account
comes. Watch video.
That was me topless on the beach.
Holiday videos, up Taz. No holiday videos.
No, I'm going to share a YouTube screen. So here we go. Let's see. Press that. And
something for us. We're having a second winter, aren't we?
Yeah. And you go there. And here we go. This isn't a Spectrum game, but it's a good sarcastic rant, and it's a good game. Which I guess some of the Americans would. Can you see that on the screen?
It's coming.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, paper.
There we go. There we go. Paper. But there's. Hold on a minute. Where's the play button? There we go.
Stack of exactly 10 newspapers. Paperboy has unleashed onto what is possibly the most sadistic street in America. This game is all about giving harsh life lessons to our innocent service provider at every turn. Have you run out of newspapers to throw?
You turn the volume up, Taz. Can't hear it.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
If you landed a newspaper either through a window or, God forbid, 5 inches to the left.
Oh, that didn't go very well. Sorry. You're not into that.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, cool.
What are you doing now? Oh.
Oh, you're missing Scott's awesome.
quickly by Wednesday.
Awesome script.
So be prepared to put money into the machine to continue your periodic faith pushing.
Anyway.
Oh well. We'll try that again sometime.
Oh, sorry. I'm still learning.
Hey, no, they can go to the channel and they can watch it, and we will recommend what it is.
If you go down to the description in the stream, that we've got his YouTube channel there. So, yeah, you're in charge of that next time, Shabby. So, sorry, Scott. Well, that was Paperboy reviewed by Pixel Asylum.
It's good. His channel is good. Really good.
Oh, it's really good. It's proper like satirical comedy when you can't help but belly laugh when you're watching them. So yeah.
I've got another one coming out sometime next week. Lester the Unlikely. I'm giving that a good round sound kicking. That is probably the worst pixelated atrocity I've ever had the misfortune.
Oh yeah, that's not a classic, is it?
No. Yeah. Offensive plot, terrible gameplay, awful graphics, sounds awful. Not great.
But Scott's got some of the Nintendo Game Watches.
Oh yeah,
I think
I've got
probably quite a lot of us had, than when we were a kid, like the Donkey Kong.
Oh
yeah, you mean this one?
Yes.
No.
Years. Yeah, there we go. Let's make you. There we go. Let's. Oh shit! Sorry. I mean.
Another considerable improvement. Oh yes, I remember those, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That was high tech at one point.
It was.
Tech. Oh.
Yeah, this was the original Nintendo DS, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Work as well.
Oh yes, it works.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. I had a little story of. I mean, this one's from when was this from? 82. So,
wow,
this is 39 years old.
Oh my god,
yeah. And what happened to us? Rather nice condition as well, because the clasps are usually the things that break through. Or
you flap down, don't they? Yeah.
Of course, these things, the battery door. I mean, I've seen them going on eBay for 30 quid.
Wow.
See that's like a pop-up lightsaber. That's like just a bit of plastic. It happens in retro gaming as well. Yeah. Oh.
Can you remember the two keys for? I mean, I just used O&P and space for jump. Yep.
I was always Eminem.
Always for me. Yeah. QOPN and spacebar.
Yeah. And
did you say with James?
I remember Manic Miner. Bloody hell!
He did a good job with that. That was Dave from Rose Tinted Spectrum. He did a fantastic job. That game would drive me nuts after 12 minutes.
Yeah, good bit of the poetry.
He nearly got to the end of it as well.
You can't complete it, can you? Or is there a?
There's 20 on that one. There's 20 stages, and then it loops. I think Jet Set Willie's the one that had a game-breaking bug in it when it first came out.
Yeah, it was.
All his names. I've not heard him in years. All his names.
Paperboy. Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah. So that's one of them. I've got a few more of these, and then what I will
this is ace, isn't it?
Humorously call the original Nintendo Switch. Another one I had when I was a kid, but the next one in particular was one that I remember very fondly. I don't know if you're familiar with this one.
Mario Brothers, is it?
Yeah, this is the
like a book.
The Toppling Factory.
Oh,
so there we
are.
Wow.
Oh, see, Shabby's remembering all this.
I'm so glad he's come on. Bloody hell, it's like you've opened my 10-year-old mind. Yeah, unbelievable.
Right for those sort of things, sitting around in flea markets, isn't it? And stuff.
I'm just waiting for my chance again. But you'd be surprised how battered these turn up sometimes. I mean, this one's got getting to the real nitty gritty of this. It's got the serial number. It's got the battery case that hasn't been eaten by somebody's child. Which, funnily enough, if you look at the back of this one, see that sticker?
It's got a kickstand as well.
Yeah, it's got a kickstand as well. But that sticker on it, Nintendo used to provide a little pair of stickers that you put over the battery compartment, so it is to stop the young ones potentially eating the batteries. So that's why I've kept that one.
Yeah.
And those go for £100 online as well.
You go for? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that one is about 60, 70 quid, I'd say.
Wow.
Now, the main problem with these is the age. The screen's dull. There's some polarizing film underneath both of these. It goes very, very faint. So I've replaced the film in a couple of these as well.
Why can you do that?
Yeah. You just need polarizing film you put on something like an iPhone polarizing filter.
You just cover it. Oh, I get you,
yeah.
All you need to do is that I can't even open a Marvel Legends box. I'll get onto that, Scott. No problem.
All right. Yeah. Got another one for you then. Have a look at that one. Donkey Kong 3. This one's got a party trick.
I had two. Donkey Kong 2.
So if you have a look at the inside of that.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, so you'd have a little controller each as well.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, one of my favourites. There were all three like this. I think the other one was boxing. The other one was, what was it? It was Donkey Kong boxing or something like that.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Wow.
Yeah. No, never.
No, that's new
to
me.
I'd say the crown jewel for me at the moment is going to be that one. The single screens do tend to go for 67 quid these days.
You can just put that in your pocket, can't you? Quite easily take it anywhere.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to be cool at school, though, there we go.
The old
the original Nintendo Tetris watch. Yeah, and I've got the other one here as well, the Super Mario Brothers version.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Wow. They look brand new as well, Scott.
I know. I got these. But it's going to sound a lot. They used to be 12 quid. I've got these for 35, 40 each. But they can go for anything like 60 quid. So that was one of my little bargains.
There we go. I'm saying sub to Scott, guys, and there he is. That's how you do it. Sorry about the sound fault. So
yeah, you might have saved people some pain there.
you put out some shorts as well, don't you? Like little under 60 seconds. Yeah, we got that one.
The shorts, they're not exactly subtle, are they? I mean, the last one was about explosive diarrhea and Mad Max as the cure.
Yeah.
Wow.
The second one was Mortal Kombat as a cure for male genital herpes, which is really just Johnny Cage smacking people with knackers.
Yeah. It's a video. It's a 60-second video. If you've got an ailment, you play this game, and the ailment goes away because it's a cure, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got Sinistar for constipation as well.
Yeah,
I've got a third one that I've just started scripting, which is Desert Bus is a cure for insomnia.
Desert Bus. Is that the one the game where you just drive from LA to New York to?
Yeah, it's an 8-hour journey in real time, and you can't just set the control down; it drifts. And
you have to play the game for 8 hours.
Yeah, it was part of Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors. There were about 5 or 6 mini games on this one cartridge.
That was right. Yeah, the Penn and Teller, but it was like a compendium in the games.
And they made it as a bit of a P-take because games were the games are always going to cause violence and all this business. He's the most innocent game you can get. You just sat in the bus driving for 8 hours.
Yeah, look at Walt Taylor's in there. He's never mentioned sensible soccer, which.
Turrican, awesome game.
Team 17 owned the 90s at that point.
Yeah.
Of course, Worms came out on the Amiga as well.
Oh, Worms! Oh, I love Worms.
I'll get you.
Oh no! Pixelated herpes.
Yeah, I never had a Commodore 64. I was a Spectrum 128, and then I Spectrum 128, and then I had a Master System 2.
Yeah.
So
I got a Spectrum 1. I'm sure, right. If I'm wrong,
128. The tech deck was connected. It was connected to the Spectrum.
Oh, that was the plastic one, the longer one.
I remember Speedball 2. That was a fantastic Amiga game.
Hold on, Marky D.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got to send in this Amiga game.
Right.
I bought it on eBay for 99p. I bought it for the Spectrum, and I'm like, oh no, it's for Amstrad.
There are a few of those from Codemasters. The Hit Squad games. They go for an absolute packet in some cases. It's a good 60 quid's worth. I'll make
myself large. There we go. I've got so many specky games at my mum's house, but Underworld.
That's a nice box, isn't it?
That's a nice box, isn't it? So
yeah,
I've had these since I was a kid, and
comes with one of those papery things as well.
Oh, that's a lovely box. Look at that.
Yeah, my R-Type. I mean, on any version, but this was a feat of genius.
The Spectrum version was incredible. Absolutely,
really good. And ATV Simulator. I used to like the Codemaster games.
Yeah, the BMX Simulator was decent as well.
Yeah. Do you know my Transformers video? Or my Transformers videos? I for the main theme, I use the theme from Panther.
Yeah,
on the Commodore.
The Entertainment USA.
I could just listen to that music on loop all day. And
didn't you buy that just because it looked like a TIE fighter or something? Wasn't it? An interceptor, wasn't it?
Well, a bit of an interceptor, but I always
kind of rip off, isn't it?
My mate's house. It's just fantastic soundtrack, and there's my last two.
Samurai.
Usagi Yojimbo.
All right.
That's like an Egyptian Pac-Man. So there we go. Yeah.
Remember in the early 80s, though, I mean, some of the box art was, let's be nice and say it was hand drawn.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Some of it was ropey.
By a blind man.
Question: if you all could go back in time now, and you're only allowed to pick one, either handheld or game console, which one do you pick?
Nintendo Game Boy.
Game Boy. I still got one packed of Game Boy. I know that.
No,
I'd say hands down for that.
I think it would. What would you go for, Matt?
I don't know. I think I'd go for something quite more. I think I'd go for the N64, Nintendo 64. Yeah,
I think I'd go for Sega. There he is down there.
Yeah.
Me Sega.
That's the one I played GoldenEye on.
Yeah, I think because I've kept that since '91. So yeah, that's right, Marky.
I wasn't much of a Mega Drive person. I love Mega Drive and the SNES, but
the Spectrum Plus 3 with the disc drive. That was a turning point. When you left tapes behind. I mean, everything was at least £2 or £3 more on disc, but my word, 30-second disc.
Spectrum. Then what happened to it? Did it
got bought
by Amstrad in '87.
Right, and they became Amstrads then.
Yeah, it became Amstrad's property at that point, and then
that's
they brought
Lord Sugar, isn't it? Lord Sugar.
They brought out the Plus 3 in that time, and the Sam Max came out afterwards, and that was about it.
The Sam Coupe, that was right.
Oh, that's
you've got there's the Spectrum Next, haven't you, as well?
Oh yeah, I haven't got one of those yet myself, but I know a few people who have. They're tremendous.
Yeah, because you can make. It's Tim, all right, Tim.
Tim.
Is the
Spectrum Next handheld? Is it handheld?
No, it's
a console.
It looks like one of the original Rubber Key 48K Spectrums.
Yeah. And it's just full of games already on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fully fledged, complete computer.
Really? People are making their own games.
Oh yeah, the Spectrum homebrew stuff is immense. There's still a huge following.
Well, that game we saw, was it that guys that made the Mandalorian game on the Spectrum?
Oh yeah, there's a Mandalorian Spectrum game that's come out.
Someone's making that look brilliant. Yeah.
They do some incredible work with that stuff. There's even they even still make demos for the Spectrum as well.
Wow.
Yeah. Jack was Jango Unbrained was supposed to come on tonight, but he's got to help his dad. So
he might pop on later.
But we have got someone cool coming on.
We have got someone awesome coming on. We've got I'll get down to this chat. Hello. Ooh. So we're the Viper were. Yeah. All the Americans are going, what are they talking about?
Yeah, the Spectrum Next is out now.
Yeah, what are they talking about? This Spectrum stuff. Right, so I'll bring on the next. If Shabby starts going, he'll have to kick his kicks.
We'll both disappear then. Sorry, we'll come back.
We'll come back. But we've got Ross Sambridge, and he's a very he's had proper time on Star Wars sets as Snoke, as a stand-in. As a reference, and as he also played Wookiees in Solo as well. I'm hoping I'm getting this right, but he's here.
Well, he'll give us right.
He's here to enlighten us. So here is Ross. Hello.
There he is.
Hey.
Sorry, Ross, made you wait.
It's quite
Yeah,
nice.
sorry.
I've been thoroughly enjoying the trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
Ross, all those handhelds, I've not seen them for donkey's years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry, it's Scott, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yes. Hi, Scott.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And you. When you were showing that Donkey Kong handheld, I had the Zelda version.
Oh, I'd give me left arm for that. But they go for about 120 quid.
I've still got it in my loft somewhere. So
haven't seen one of those before.
It.
Yeah,
that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. So the Evercade is the Evercade's a modern take on the cartridge-based system. They say all the games.
Hold on a minute, Scott. Go do that again.
Yeah. Okay. So there's the Evercade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for 80 quid, you get 3 cartridges with it and the console itself.
It's all like you can get.
That therapy, that's a sort of peaceful therapy you get just flicking a pen lid. I'll do that with a cartridge slot.
Oh,
it's just something therapeutic that fits in so flush. Yeah, I know. It's things that us gamers get into. But I'd say one of my best cartridges would be this one, the Oliver Twins collection, which is all the Dizzy games.
Oh yeah, the Code Masters.
Yeah, in this case, signed by the Oliver Twins themselves.
There you go. Yeah.
And they've said as well they're going to keep this going, which I really like. Papery thing that comes with it.
Oh, what instructions in the game?
Manuals. Do you remember those things?
Yeah. So read about a game. Yeah. There we go.
The last one I've got for today is this is a little rarity for the PlayStation 2.
What's that called, Mr.
Mosquito? Yeah. The idea is you're a mosquito. You fly around and you have to draw blood from people who are sleeping and don't wake them up.
Oh, wow. That's something different, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's insectile vampire, essentially.
Yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? It's like different gameplay, isn't it? Rather than just I've got a gun, I'm going to shoot you. Did you have Ross when you were a kid? Did you have Spectrum?
I didn't have the Spectrum. No, I had the Atari ST 520 and 1040.
Oh, nice!
Right.
Yes. The 1985, I think, for the 520, and 87 for the 1040. It goes in because it was like I said earlier, it was like a computer specifically for doing your word processing and things, but they brought out lots of games for it, and on for discs that went further down on the side, and then you have like games like Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker.
Great, absolutely brilliant.
You had Hunter, the original, the first sort of like a bit like Tron, but like 2D. So it was supposed to be 2D, 3D, but you could fly around, drive cars and things. Yeah. And it was like really, really, really hard. I mean, I'm just reading off like things I can think of now, but like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade was on the Atari.
Oh God,
it's maybe it's just a coincidence for the fact that telling about Indiana Jones 5 now, but yesterday I actually found the box and all the discs and everything with it. So it was like 1989, and
was that the one where you got in the box? You got the Grail Diary.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the Grail Diary. It's sort of like the reprint of the original like movie. Holy Grail. So it's all like picture perfect and brilliant, and it just bring back lots of memories hearing about all these things like Paperboy, and Paperboy did a Neighbours version as well.
They did.
They did,
At the time of the TV, So like Scott and Charlene and everything else, and Bouncer the dog, and you have to like avoid Bouncer crashing into a few houses. Those are
it's funny, isn't it? We were all sort of the same age, and we were all doing the same sort of things as back in like 1985, 1986. We were all
It was always a lottery back then with your games as well, wasn't it? Because I mean, you had magazines and box covers, and that was about it, wasn't it? And it's just like,
no internet.
Is this $2.99 worth it, or is this going to be absolute crap when I get it home?
You never knew. Potluck, wasn't it?
Oh, it was total potluck, and usually the branded stuff, especially the EastEnders game, That is that's something else.
Yeah,
That's
what I found really funny was when the Atari ST magazine came out, and it had on the disc there, now with 1 megabyte of power.
Oh yeah, one megabyte. Oh god,
that's what I used to like about the Spectrum. You had the magazine come out, and you had the demo tape with it.
Yeah,
I save up my pocket money and get one, and then
you
test the game out and see if you liked it, which was nice. And then you
Scott
could buy the
proper
game, wasn't it?
Yeah, the cover tapes were incredible, and there was a cover tape war near to the end of the Spectrum's life. Late 90s, late 80s, early 90s, and you get like 6 or 7 games for
the lads mag.
£1.75 magazine.
Lads mag.
Look at that. Just 3 on this.
I've got one of those in storage as well. Yeah. That exact one.
Oh, look at it.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name of the other gentleman. I'm sorry, it was the gentleman with the slave ship behind him. Yes, hello, yes.
Matt.
Matt.
Yes.
I must have pressed the button. Everybody's name's gone off.
Yeah.
How did we get that back?
Hello.
Welcome to my show. Hello.
Yeah, it's not show tonight.
Lasted long.
Oh, yeah.
That
was good one.
Oh, I remember Navy Moves.
Apart from Shabby, we're all based in UK, are we? Or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't realise. Okay, no, it's just it's nice. No, it's good. It's good to talk about like the generations of things we grew up with and like games and things. And I guess in some ways, having like the Star Wars connection as well. It's they're great that I used to be. I mean, I still would collect. I used to collect all the figures and toys and play with them and things, and then to go on and actually be in the.
I know how weird is that. You played them as a kid, then you're bloody in them. I mean,
I've said this many times on different shows, but it is literally a dream come true. You have to, when you're on the set, you have to sort of like pretend you're not on Star Wars to get to actually just to go through each day of filming because you are so like hyped up.
Oh,
like,
me!
I remember the night before we started shooting my first day on Solo, and we were told that our scenes may have the Falcon in it, and and then so myself and my fellow Wookiee Paul, we just started giggling at each other, going like, this is going to be fantastic, and we thought, well, okay, we're nearly, at the time, nearly both of us nearly in our 40s, and we're just giggling around like a couple of school kids. But as soon as we saw the Falcon on set on Kessel, me, Paul, Attila, and who played Sugwa, and Matt, the other Wookiee slave, we were just stood there in awe. And it's fantastic. And we go, right, let's just quickly just all touch it. So we touch the Falcon with our own bare hands, not the Wookiee hands.
No way.
Was it
touch it? And
was it a complete whole Falcon, or was it half like they did before? Was it a complete whole Falcon?
There were. I think I can say this. Yeah, there were different versions of the Falcons on its particular set. So this one was a majority Falcon sort of thing. You can go into it, but it's just
that's fine. Yeah.
So you get to be in Star Wars. So tell us from the beginning how it all started.
From the very beginning. Well, back in 1979, I was born. And I missed this show. I started getting into acting back in 2000. I did a few TV programs and a few other little films, and then I joined an agency that were specifically for very tall people. If I can mention it on this show, the
go for it. Yeah.
Agency. Yes, it's also small, but they do a tall category as well, and they're international agency, and so that was back in 2014, and then auditioned for Force Awakens, and then after that got put forward for The Last Jedi. and then I was told that the character would be the Supreme Leader Snoke. And I was like, okay. You know, a few weeks after finding out that I was going to be Snoke, I met Andy Serkis on the set, and we basically, made Snoke come alive. I was his body, and so I got to wear the gold robes and the slippers and the ring and thing, and just to be the form of Snoke as you see him on screen, and then Andy would do the voice, and we would work out how he would walk and how he would interact with Adam, Kylo Ren, and with Daisy. And my first scene we were filming was the bit where Snoke throws Rey across the room and that sort of thing, and the spins so different angles, and they get the hand right. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but get the sort of like the force push, and just different camera angles and everything else, and then because, and this is just sort of like connecting with the toys and things, because I've got a slight curvature of the spine. Ryan Johnson said that because I've got a curvature, they gave Snoke a curvature.
No way, because
I changed the body shape of him. So in fact, he actually made Snoke even a bit more creepy, a bit more sort of like looming over Kylo and berating him and telling him that he's just a child in a mask and things like that. So, but so the actual just for our hands, I have a really down here. So that's
there he is. There he is.
So I mean, I've never taken it out of the box. I just want to keep him pristine. But gosh, here we are. Yeah. So I don't know if you can probably see it on the actual box, but like behind the figure, there is actually a curve, so you can actually put your finger around the back, and you can actually feel the curve on him, and it's the same.
Your back. Yeah, that's your back.
Yeah. So with the same with the Black Series figures, and even I think the Pop figures have all got a slight curve on them.
Yeah.
So,
that's your posture then, isn't it? Yeah.
That is my posture. Yeah.
So did you get to meet Daisy and Adam Driver?
I got to meet Daisy, Adam, Donald. Because obviously we had to work out the scenes and then how we would interact with each other, and they were lovely. Like Daisy's a lovely down to earth young lady, and Adam is he's very much it's like he's into the character, but he's a lovely, as I say, they're all lovely. And then I just met sort of like my sort of like childhood hero when Mr. Mark Hamill popped on the set and said hello to me and said hello. And I went, well, hello there, Mr. Hamill. I said, I don't get to meet the bad guys.
You like that? Hello.
Pretty much. Yeah, he's carrying his daughter's dog in his arms, so I didn't have to get to shake his hand, but I started to actually stroke the dog, a bit like that. As creepy as like that.
Mark's dog.
And he just said, look, how are they seeing? How are the actors seeing through the? And they talk about the Praetorian Guards. And I just said that they've got the grills and they can just see through the grills and they've got like a good field of vision. And then I'm talking about Star Wars to Luke Skywalker, and that's the name. My brain just like. And he said, "Oh no, it's like lovely to meet you," and off he went. And I was like, "Yeah, come on!" I got met Mark Hamill. Went back on the set, and back on the throne, and to sit on the throne with a big smile on my face. And then Ryan Johnson says, "Well, we're about to start now, Ross. You better not smile because I don't think that's going to work well with Snoke." I just met Luke Skywalker. Yeah, so it was just an absolute brilliant time on there. It was a special moment, and
you didn't get to see Carrie Fisher or anything like any of the other people.
Well, I came very close meeting Carrie. Yeah. I was going to one of the other caravans, and she was in one, and I was just in the adjacent one. but her dog. What's her dog's name?
Gary.
Gary was outside, so I patted Gary in the head, sort of thing, and then went inside the camera. I didn't realise that she was literally in the one opposite to me. It is unfortunate.
Did you say you're very tall for a stormtrooper?
Yeah. Because
Because tell anybody how tall you are. You're not exactly a small bloke, are you?
Oh well, to be Snoke, and I guess to be a Wookiee, I'm 7'1".
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I'm almost. I don't know if you can see behind me my shoulder, but you can see the picture of Peter Mayhew as Chewie, and then I'll just get my head out of the way. I can't get my head out, and then we've got that picture there.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Gavin. There we go.
Yeah, so I've got see what I'm also now still about collecting signatures as well. So you got Christopher Lloyd as the
Roger Rabbit. That's right.
Yeah. And you got underneath you got myself as Optimus Fowl, and then you got Kenny Baker and Jeremy Bullock. And
God, you're standing next to Kenny Baker. That'd be
I was
towering over him. Yeah.
And that one's that's Sam Jones' signature.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, there's the Hulk there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it from that side, because I can't really show you the other side because it's got a bit of a mess. And so now my camera's a bit got like he's drunk.
It's Friday night. It's Friday night. There you go.
I don't know. I wanted to ask. This is a silly question, but Ross, when you're doing the Snoke scene, there was these two characters in the background. We saw them. They were dressed in purple and they're glowing eyes. You saw them. Were they actually? Was there more of that in filmed, or did you actually see what that was about? Or
quite a lot. There was quite a lot of footage that wasn't shown. On the theatre release, at least. They were people in. I mean, I know one of them that was a lady called Natalie Coulter, who's also played the blue droid in Force Awakens.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you're in the visual dictionary, but you just don't know what they were. They were sort of there and vanished. I'm led to believe that there was Snoke's assistants. Right. Yeah.
But yes, there was. We did shoot quite a lot of footage that wasn't shown. But what people tend to forget is, like, they say to me, like, was it all on green screen? Was it just like all computer generated? And I say, no. What you see, that is an actual. That set is humongous.
Yeah,
red fabric.
It's a huge.
Yeah.
What that red curtain was a real red curtain. They did set fire to it. It did. They brought in the fire.
I think out of all the scenes out of the Last Jedi, I mean, I really like the Holdo maneuver. I think that was great. But I was watching it. I was watching it earlier today, and I watched the scene twice. You know what I mean? Yeah. And were you disappointed when your character got cut in half and died?
Well, I mean, I
did you stand up and go, "I love gold"?
No. What this was, I read the script. I laughed so much it split my sides. I just thought, well, it's a character that because I didn't know at the time that what was going to happen in Rise of Skywalker was that sort of thing. So I just knew it as a character. So it's like anything. I mean, I've had like other characters that have died. It's just part and parcel of that. But
you never know, Ross, because you saw. I think it might be Snoke in that Mandalorian. Remember in the tank in the Mandalorian? You might be back, Ross. You might be back.
Oh yeah, there's loads of clones.
I must be the only person who hasn't seen it, but I have not seen any of the Mandalorian.
All right, go away.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Time yet. It actually comes. If you've not got Disney Plus, it comes out on DVD on May the 4th. The first.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh yeah, get it on.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I will literally watch it on catch up, and but yeah, it as I say, this the whole experience of the working on the films, it's surreal when you've played with all the toys as a kid.
But experience of each one though, Ross. I mean, was Solo a lot different than The Last Jedi, or did it feel the same? Was it like the same, cast, the same backroom staff? Do you know what I mean?
The crew, most of the crew was the same, but it was a different atmosphere because I spent longer on Solo than I did on Jedi. When Jedi I was in there for 3 weeks, and on Solo we're talking months. There was a bit of a slight gap of hiatus, change of directorship, as you say.
Oh yeah.
And then because I was, if there wasn't a change of directorship, I was actually asked to be in The Greatest Showman.
Right.
They would have, and it would have been filmed in that 3-week block, but they didn't know what was happening. So, but I just thought, well, I'm being a Wookiee. It's after playing a Wookiee back in 2007 with Peter Mayhew. I'll wait until Tez. I'll wait till it is Tez, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll wait till Tez comes back for the full story. But but no, it's just it's a wonderful feeling to have people dress up as Snoke at Comic Cons and or ask if there's any possibilities that I'll be able to dress up as Snoke again. I mean, well, unfortunately, I'm not supposed to. I'm not allowed to. But because it's owned by Lucas. I would have to get very special permission to. I believe I would have to get special permission to dress up as a Wookiee or Snoke for Comic Cons because they own they know it's the character. It's.
Can't you just grow your hair really long? Can't you just grow your hair really long?
I'm trying to. I think what it is, if Shabby grows his beard longer, I can maybe have it. I did have it. What's sorry?
Well, the Last Jedi, as you know, it's not Shabby's favourite. So obviously you were in it and you love being in it and so forth. What did you think of all the response after it? You know what I mean? Were you like, oh man, that sucks? Or do you like it?
It's obviously each one is different,
right?
And the response I got from I'll put it another way. Before the film came out, there was all these T-shirts with saying like Snoke theory or I like your Snoke theory ones, right?
I remember that.
Yeah.
So I did a Comic Con, and a guy was wearing the T-shirt and said, "Oh, what do you think of what's going to happen with Snoke and everything else?" I'm going, I don't know. I mean, it's up to the powers that be, and that's what I now say to people when everyone says like, "Oh, well, why do your Snoke got cut off and he died?" And I'm going, well, the thing is. And I don't know anything. I promise you, I'm not using this particular moment to say anything. Like you see more Snokes in the clone pool, right?
Yeah.
So there's always, you don't know what's going to happen.
Snoke never dies.
Right? Yeah. That clone is a clone, isn't it? It's a clone.
Yeah. It's a clone, and he's got. Yeah. So. There we are. So that's where I am on the. That's why I say I don't know what's going to happen. That's my general answer to people. And then people say, what do you prefer better, being Snoke or being a Wookiee? When I say, well, again, they're two different characters. When I've been an evil guy, and then I've been a sort of like a hero guy. Everybody loves a Wookiee, so I have different fan bases. From there, people that love the Wookiees, people don't necessarily like the Wookiees and like Snoke instead. So
the Snoke character was good. I'll be honest. I mean, it was just like the character. It was awesome the way he took on Rey in that flow room. It was good. It just ended basically. So
I just got obsessed by after Force Awakens came out. I got obsessed of who was Snoke. Was he Plagueis? where's Ray? But the whole Snoke thing for me was just such a.
I mean, I knew the answer. I knew the answer to that. The answer to who is Snoke is Andy Serkis and Ross Sambridge. That's who he is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's who he is, isn't he?
That's the dude behind me, you know. But I was just saying before you disappeared for a second there, Tiz, that back in 2007, I had the opportunity to actually dress up as play Chewbacca for a 30th anniversary of Star Wars with Peter Mayhew there and with my Andrew signing, and Kenny Baker was there as well doing some signing. But like, I know you haven't even asked this question yet, but people say to me, how did you get in the role of being a Wookiee? Well, I got trained by the man himself.
By
Peter. He said, "No, you know, I'll show you how to roar, how to walk, how to hold the bowcaster correctly, that sort of stuff." So, when it came down to the audition for, I was told as a hairy alien, then you're a hairy creature, I suppose. You know, I thought, well, okay, you know, I had Peter sort of like channeling his advice through me, and you know, maybe it worked. Maybe that's how it helped me get the role. But like I say, you couldn't see it behind the head, but every day on set, I had a huge smile on my face.
I bet you
I couldn't get to work. It's Star Wars.
That is a you can't see the glare, but okay, so you've got.
So that's you.
That's me. That's me in the middle.
Oh,
that's me in the middle.
Sorry, Nick. I'm just
then you got Paul. Paul there, and then you got I believe it's Ari Decker, Unity stunt double, as Chewie.
So you were in the middle there. That's you in the middle.
I'm. Oh gosh, let me think of that. I'm in the middle.
Oh no, the darker one. Yeah.
Was there a scene where was Anthony Daniels had a cameo in that scene as well? Was that
as Tack?
Yeah.
The human like.
Was he like shouting at you guys, wasn't he, or something? I can't remember.
Sorry.
Was he like shouting at you? Yeah, when everyone's escaping, he's like, "Come on," or something.
Yeah, he was like going, "Come on, let's go, let's get down the pub. Let's just go."
Brandy's all round. Yeah.
But he was brilliant to get advice from as well, because you know some people were like going, "Oh, okay, it's really really hot," and it was hot on the set as well with the lights and things. You know, he was saying that, well, hang on a minute, I was in a big sort of like suit in the middle of Tunisia. What are we complaining about, really? So it's like, okay, let's just, you know, and in fact, we're on Star Wars. You do anything for Star Wars. So,
you would, wouldn't you? I mean,
sorry about my buttons have gone. There we go. I haven't got a mouse tonight. I'm just using my fingers on the thing.
You're doing good. So conventions you do then, Ross. You go to all the conventions and sign, and you know.
I've been very lucky. I've been very lucky to be invited along to these comic conventions. I was going to do one in Texas just before the pandemic started, but obviously with that going on, obviously nothing was happening. So it was pretty quiet for the last 14 months, 15 months. But hopefully, fingers crossed. I've got one coming up soon, and then a few others later on in the year. So we'll just see. We'll just have to see what happens and what the government advises. But that's what I miss. I miss meeting the fans and things. But a bit like what Scott said earlier, that you know when the lockdown happened, the only way to like reach out to people is to do it online. Yeah. And in some ways, I've actually now got another sort of like fan base as such, or at least another way of getting stuff out there to new people. And I only joined Twitter back in May of last year.
Yeah. Very similar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like I just thought, nothing's happening. I'll just see what's going on and say hello to people, and then people go.
Awesome, Paul. I met you on Reaper's live stream, and we did that bolt-ons for about 5 hours, didn't we, Ross?
In some ways, it's still going ahead. It's still going on, isn't it? Really, I think we haven't finished it. Really. Part 2 soon. Yeah, but no, because the thing is, a lot of the questions I couldn't really answer because it was.
Aren't they on that? Yeah.
It's a bit like, in a way, this is even more nostalgia for you. I remember Dusty Bin. And, 3, 2, 1. I thought maybe possibly the questions were coming from that sort of like type of question. It's like,
we were asking, we were like, what? What's the decimal thing? We were like, hang on a minute. Oh, it was awesome. But you're such a laid back guy, Ross. You were just so nice that night. So I'm so happy you said you.
Well, the thing is, I've always thought if you are nasty to people, or if you are sort of like just sort of like sitting there doing nothing, you're not going to get invited onto anybody else. You're like, and I'm a friendly guy anyway. I'm there for everybody, whether you're 4 years old or 84 years old or whatever. It's I'm because
Well, you never forget Christmas. He's like, he's messaging you, Shabby. Oh, just Snoke.
Christmas. But very quickly, if I can, if it's all right to quickly just, I was going to just get a quick picture, which I think hopefully you're going to like. Hopefully you'll like. It's what you were saying before, but 1 second.
Yeah, all right.
So, I've never seen the chat so quiet. It's just everyone's like,
everyone's listening. Yeah.
Is this hilarious for the chat? Having
I know.
True to live act here.
It's not. It's
I told him I played Wise Men in a nativity play, but it's not really the same thing, is it? You know what I mean?
You're saying about. You're saying about the fight sequence with Snoke and everything like on the throne.
Big screen.
Well, this is a behind the scenes shot.
All right.
So there we go.
That's
the Snoke on the throne, and then
that's you on the throne, isn't it?
You see, all right. Yeah. So there's the throne there, and then you got like this how they were practicing how they were going to do the angle.
So is Daisy in Daisy's in white, and is that Adam in red? Is it?
No, that's Daisy stunt double in red. That red. No, that's the Praetorian Guard. That's Daisy's stunt double.
Right.
And then you've got Adam's stunt double, and then you've got the Praetorian Guard and some other people behind. But there you got that's behind them is the where the assistants were standing.
Right.
So it's I'm saying that the whole of that set is what you see on the screen. Apart from
then that throne must be at least 12 foot if you're, like I say, 7.
The throne huge.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, no, that was. I just thought, well, because you mentioned that earlier, I was like, I'll, show that off. It's nice memories. It really is, and it's up there. There's some things that aren't in hard copy that I've had to keep as memories, and there's stuff that I can show. Yeah. And a lot of the behind the scenes stuff is in that Solo book as well, which is always nice. The making of Solo.
Yeah, I've got that down there. Good book.
Well, if you turn to the back page.
Oh, I should go around the downstairs.
Have you got it to hand, Shabby?
Go on, Shabby, it's on your shelf, isn't it?
Hold on.
Yeah, mine's downstairs.
Sorry, I hope I'm not taking over. I just
carry on.
I say I'm an avid collector of toys as well, and I've got like some of the old. I've got a Rancor down here, the old the Return of the Jedi, which
Hey. Yeah, brilliant.
The thing at the back. There we go.
Stop touching my thing at the back. Yeah.
So do you still collect modern Star Wars like the Black Series and?
I do.
I do.
The Last Jedi.
No, that's Jedi. Because it's got the Last Jedi written on it.
Oh yeah, it's this one.
Is that the wrong one?
No,
is this
the wrong one?
man, I can't find that bloody Solo one. You grab it, man.
Do you mean the visual dictionary one? Is that what the one?
I mean, the making of Star Wars.
No, I don't. No, sorry, I don't have that one. I've got the visual dictionary.
Oh, you're not
there's a oh, hang on a minute, hang on. I just thought hang on a second.
Here we go.
Hang on a minute.
We do this all the time. I'll go and get it.
I do apologise. No, it's just the reason why I just there we go. That one. That's the one.
Yeah, I haven't got that one.
Right.
Oh wow!
Right.
I'll make
yeah. I was reading through it the other day, and I didn't even realise that I was in it. Well, I knew I was in it, but I didn't realise that there was this image at the back.
Oh, let's get sorry.
Oh, look at that!
You're on the end. You're on the end there. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then there's the Falcon, and then
So there was some of it outside. Then you did film some of it outside.
Yeah. The escape. It was outside, and then the actual the tunnels was on another studio. And that was really, really hot because it was like running around a sauna wearing a jumper. That's how hot it was. Really, really hot. But you get your fan, you get your waters, and you're back on again. And
so was it all filmed at Pinewood or Elstree? Is it? I don't know which one it is. So.
Oh, sorry.
Pinewood.
You didn't have to go into that big airship place, isn't there? That big building that's like an airship.
Oh, we mean the 007 building, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in there. I went in there for a yeah.
See, that would be an experience of itself, wouldn't it? Going to those film studios. Do you know what I mean?
It's because the Pinewood Studios is obviously broken up into different sound stages, but because some of the scenes of Goldfinger were shot there. You've got like Goldfinger Avenue, Bond. There was a 007 stage there, and where they shot like some of the Spy Love Me scenes, and actually quite a lot of Bond films were done on that stage. And I didn't realise that in the scene where Goldfinger, where Goldfinger's Rolls Royce goes up on the plane rank, that's actually, and it's supposed to be in Germany, I think that is. That was shot around the corner from me in Southend.
Oh wow!
It's at Southend Airport. So yeah. But that was the 60s for you. But yeah, no, it's brilliant. It's brilliant, and thanks again for inviting me on to your show.
It's great story. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's been awesome.
I've only touched a few bits. I mean, I could talk all night, and I've been known to.
All night.
We've got half an hour left. Over.
I do collect still collect the modern stuff like the Black.
Yeah, that's
series,
what I was just saying. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Well, Shabby came in. I was asking, what do you collect Black series?
Yeah, I do. It's unfortunate that I had at one point, like Shabby, a whole wall of.
I love it.
But I didn't realise I've actually boxed them all up because I'm changing things around a bit in the house. So I moved it. So I just grabbed the Elite me, and I've got. But I don't just collect Star Wars. I collect. Looking around if you remember my Pet Monster, do you remember that? My Pet, the cartoon. I had like a big shield monster with handcuffs.
It was purple and.
Yeah, well, they brought out little figures for them.
I remember those.
And I've got a labyrinth sculpture, which I came across, which was quite nice. And obviously, I've got an R2D2 and a C3PO and those sort of things. And then I've just there's obviously got the I'd say the Rancor. So
don't ever put Yoda in his mouth. because you never get it out.
What about you, Scott? What did you collect toy-wise?
Yeah. Have you got any Star Wars or figures?
Oh, myself?
Yeah,
I haven't. I'm afraid. No, I tend to. I've stuck to games for most of my life. I'll be honest.
well, that's
Well,
right.
a young boy, it was always games. It was never like never. Oh, right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an only child, so the first contact I had like that was always with a computer, and ever since then it was just I've always had a computer or a games console in my life, and.
I think Scott, I've never heard say that, and that makes, because we usually say now, we talk like, I've got 2 older kids now, and it's, kids nowadays, all they do is play on their computers, but you don't realise that we used to have them when we were kids as well, and it was just the thing, you know what I mean?
I spent so much time on them, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
I reckon we should send Scott. You got loads of spare Black Series, Shabby. Send some to Scott. There you go.
Happily put them in pride in place. I've got a couple of empty shelves there.
Yeah, we're big fans, me and Matt. I don't know what it is, man. They're just beautiful, aren't they? Black Series, and it's because
you collect things like because I know a lot of people collect Mario and Sonic sort of.
Yeah, people collect the toys from the games.
Mario Kart toys now, which are awesome. Have you seen them in Target? All the little Mario Karts you can get.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I know that people certainly collect the amiibos as well.
Yeah.
And some of those are
Sonic thing. He collects they're doing now the scenes from Sonic. You can put the figures on it and so forth.
Yeah, they're good. They look good.
Yeah. We got them for Christmas, so she's a big Sonic fan, bless her.
Yeah.
So Scott, did you ever play the game Return of the Jedi on either the?
I most certainly did. Yes. Yeah, the Spectrum version in particular, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. Wasn't very good at it, but I certainly enjoyed it.
I think from what I remember, it was like a side-scrolling.
It wasn't vector anymore.
You had like the speeder bikes.
It's like 45-degree angle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then you had the voice of.
Yeah, I remember Lando going, "Here goes nothing." You know what I mean?
Here goes. Yeah, that was it, Lando.
I'll deal with myself, sort of thing. Or that sort of stuff. It's just great, isn't it? And then Darkman, must have had Darkman, the game.
Oh, Ocean from the film.
Yeah, Ocean. Based on the. Is it 1990? I think it came out.
The Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah, Liam Neeson, wasn't it?
Liam Neeson. Take the elephant.
And that was at the time, that was classed as one of the most violent games because it was based literally scene by scene on the film. So you could have Darkman trying to avoid the lorries as he jumps over. On
that was right. The helicopter. He was. Yeah. Oh, I remember that game. God, yeah.
And you had, right at the end, you had like someone dressed up as Darkman's alter ego or such things, and he got pushed off, and he landed on spikes at the bottom. And
I think the one I left you go around in the park with a baseball bat, don't you? And you have to beat. Yeah, or something.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought I had that came out.
I remember that one.
Hudson Hawk by Ocean. Yeah.
One of the good license games from that era.
It's all coming back. I mean, what about Wolfchild? Remember Wolfchild?
Yep.
Wolfchild. I do. That was pretty cool.
One thing I always liked about the 80s, especially with the ZX Spectrum and all those computers, is some of the games are just utterly wacky. You just couldn't imagine anything being made like that in a board meeting anymore.
No.
So there's a game I used to love called Maelstrom, which was you were a post-apocalyptic postman.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that, man, would you?
Yeah. I mean, imagine going to a board meeting and say, "Oh yeah, I've got a great idea for a game. It's Postman Pat, but set after the apocalypse." You get chucked out of the nearest window, wouldn't they?
I like to play that game if it had Postman Pat as like with a big machine gun.
Mad Max car.
Postman Pat is packing.
It's not a red yellow van. He's in a tank. Right?
Oh, Captain Planet, yeah.
Captain Planet. Oh, can't stand that. No. I never watched it as a kid.
That was always a thing in the 80s as well, wasn't it? Where they were trying to have mascots for things. And I think the worst mascot I've ever come across is Captain Novolin, a mascot for diabetes. Yeah, and the thing is, the enemies in the game were donuts and cups of coffee and things.
Oh, yeah. That's Paperboy 2 on the Spectrum.
Oh,
right.
Oh, look at that on the back. WrestleMania.
Yeah, I was always nuts for the wrestling games of the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Before they all got technical and having stamina systems, I just liked to smack buttons and hit things. That was, that was my hobby.
Hitting hope, wasn't it?
So. Paperboy back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should do Paperboy 2 with a revenge. Or,
a new console.
A Gatling gun from the newspapers.
If anyone's heard that, then they're going to have to use my royalties. Yeah.
You should. Is there questions in the chat, Taz? You should ask. See if anyone.
I'm going through now.
The throwing of the was it hard or was it soft? Was it?
Pardon me?
Yeah, the Snoke's throw. Snoke's throw. Was it? Was it comfy? I'll put it that way.
I'm sorry, I misheard the question. What was it?
The throne that you sat on.
Yes.
One of the lads in the chat asked, was it soft or was it? Was it hard? Was it?
Comfortable. Yeah.
It was comfortable enough as it can be. I mean, I did lounge in it at one point whilst we were having a break, and it was a smooth, hard surface from the back, but it was comfortable enough to sit in, and it was like a softer padded seat. So yeah, it was nice and comfortable. I mean, I wouldn't say I could sleep in it, but I was. It was like. I mean, I can't do it in this chair, but it's to say it was comfortable enough to be sort of relaxed. But then when you lean in, you do sort of like a Kylo Ren, you're just a child and mum.
How strict was it on set though, Ross? Was it strict like for pictures, or if you wanted to take something, like was it really strict? There were certain things you wanted.
It was very, very. I mean, it was like you couldn't have any unofficial photography there or no. You would be. You'd be taken off set. I mean, it was right. It was notorious for drones as well. At one point, there was times where you just have to be blocked off because there were people trying to take photographs from the sky. And I mean, Solo was the same. If anybody was caught with even a little pocket camera or security was right, but it had to be because you didn't want any secrets to
no,
be.
Yeah.
You had to keep your phone locked away somewhere. Did they everyone's phone had to be put on a locker, or to just keep it in your what's it, your camper van, whatever you get given, or place? Static caravan. Let's just say when we were doing our scenes, we were Wookiees. When we weren't doing our scenes, we were ourselves. So we could do it. I mean, half the time we were playing cards. All four of us were dressed as Wookiees, kind of looked like the famous picture of the dogs playing snooker. I think someone did actually take a photograph of that, and it would be brilliant to see us. Just playing. Playing Snap or whatever, or it'd be a good picture, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be good.
My play button didn't work, Chris.
What I still would love to have happened is when Woody Harrelson came over to us and said, "Let's all have a game of basketball." The Wookiees versus the rest of us, sort of thing. That would have been lovely. So if I ever meet Woody again, I'll say, what happened to our basketball game? That would be nice.
Yeah. So, what did you get, Ross? Did you get like a T-shirt or thanks for coming, something like? Did you get anything when you left?
Well, I've got a crew T-shirt.
Yeah,
hang on, and a crew stuff. Hang on, I've got this. I mean, I've got other things, but I can show that. So I've got a crew hat.
There we go.
So he's got the
creature,
Oh yeah.
So I've got that there, and t-shirts, and you know. But yeah, the main thing I've got is memories. So you can't buy them. So
but it's so amazing. Just you know, we all grew up with it, and
what it's exactly saying. You've done something we'd all dream of doing. I mean.
Well, the thing is, I mean, yes, Star Wars is one of the things I'm kind of known for, and it's great that I can meet people and bring, and Star Wars does bring people together, and that's what it is, and you know, with all the trials and tribulations and troubles out there at the moment, it's just nice to have escapism. It's
right.
You know, so it's and. You know, as I said before, you have fans that are in their 8-year-olds or 8-year-olds, and they all have their own stories of how they enjoy Star Wars as a kid, how they enjoy Star Wars now, and to just sort of like go out there, get out there, and meet the people again. It's always fantastic, and I always love talking about the Star Wars. You know, but I know I've done other things, but Star Wars is. I did Optimus Fowl, and so that was pretty cool working with Judi Dench and Josh Gad.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Cool. You know what I
mean? You know, and that was and half the Star Wars crew, because it looks like. I mean, you know,
I guess it's like people say, oh, you never meet your heroes because you'd always be disappointed, and like your hero is the whole of Star Wars, and like you did it, and you had all those amazing memories and.
Yeah, I mean, one of my heroes was Peter Mayhew, and I really do miss him a hell of a lot. To have worked with him, to have dressed up as Chewie, and to be taught how to be a Wookiee by him is something that I'll never ever forget. And just to sort of like hear how his life was with the character, because he's famous for other. Character. I mean, did you know that he was also the Gold Minotaur in Clash of the Titans?
No, I didn't know. No, never.
So there you go. So you see, but everybody knows him as Chewbacca. You know, so it's so to be another Wookiee and always have that connection with, let's say, Wookiee and Snoke is brilliant. So
the new Chewbacca, what's he called? Jonas? Is it Jonas?
Jonas.
Yeah, so what's he got? Because you'll have spent time with him, obviously, doing Solo.
Yes, he's. I say he's. I mean, I know I've said it again, but people. But he's lovely. He's a really lovely gentleman. He's his own version of Chewbacca. You know, he's not trying to be Peter. He's trying to be a version of Chewbacca. You know,
take it on him.
You know, I say we chatted, we joked the fact that I think one of his things he said to me was that he don't often meet people that are taller than him, so it was just nice to sort of like, because he's obviously known the fact that he's come over as being really, really tall, and wherever he meets anybody really tall, then he meets me and he goes, no, you're taller than me. Like, you know, you know. But no, I say it was just brilliant to have all of us together, and we did a show over in Belgium, obviously before the pandemic, and there was John Coppener, who was a Jabba the Hutt puppeteer, but he was also the Wookiee senator. He was also the Wookiee senator as well.
Oh, and Phantom Menace.
Right. So, so we had a photograph together, and we were all trying to get Jonas there as well, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But so we had the 5 of us together for one photograph, and then it was just nice. I mean, it'd just be lovely to maybe get all of us back together again, including the Wookiees from Revenge of the Sith, because there isn't many people to play Wookiees, so to be one of those Wookiees in the world, it's just an amazing feeling. It really is.
Nice to see some Wookiees in the Mandalorian, wouldn't it? That'd be good.
Yeah, you might get a series. Yeah,
anything is possible, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, all the Boba Fett.
Just going. I do apologise, but going on to nostalgia in a way. Does anyone remember the Super Live Star Wars adventure, or has anyone heard of that before? It was.
Was this early 80s? If it's the one I'm thinking of.
I believe so. It was like all of the Lucasfilm characters put together, like Indiana Jones. Obviously, you got Star Wars, and you got Willow, and it was supposed to be like a big sort of like tour, but it never. I don't think it ever happened, or if it did happen, it only happened very limited run. Well, a good few years ago, I was, before I sort of did anything with Star Wars, I was going through a convention, and I just noticed that there was someone that had a poster and a picture of this particular thing, and I was like, well, I've got to have that, but you can't get it. I don't think you can get it anywhere else. So I just thought, as it is a nostalgia type show, I thought I'll just show it because it's that's the thing.
Oh, that seems familiar.
Wow, yeah. I've never seen that.
I've never seen that
on screen, but it's.
So it was all the characters and just.
Like Lucas.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
God, no, I never knew. That was set in Japan. Was it a Japanese thing?
I think so. I think it was only like a very limited run, but I think it has it got the date on it?
Yeah. Hold on. Pro says Japan.
I think that's something.
93.
93.
All right.
Produced by Kenneth Field.
There's a lot of stuff that was done in Japan, Star Wars wise, that we've never seen, and
it was sort of a whole different thing, wasn't it?
But it's supposed to be aren't they supposed to be doing some new animated or some new film just
for the Asian and sort of Korean sort of market, aren't they? Some of those anime TIE Fighter, Imperial TIE Fighter sequences.
You did it for Lost Stars when the book Lost Stars came out. The animated, they did anime of the actual story, and they only told it there for about a year. Then it obviously came abroad, but it's fantastic the way it looks.
Everything's better in Japan. I mean, Scott will probably all the Japanese games are better, aren't they? So
yeah,
they
got a good sense of humour with that stuff as well.
I've just caught a question in the chat about what do Wookiees think of Lumpy watching the VR prawn in the holiday special.
It's a classic chat. You know what I mean?
The only way I can answer that question is going.
So, those autographs you've got, which one would you love? If you had an autograph to get, who would you love to get?
Oh gosh, I would love. I mean, it would be nice to get Mark Hamill's autograph.
Yeah, that'd be.
Or even Harry's, but gosh, that is really obvious. I've got a few, but who would I love to get? Do you know what? Probably Mark Hamill or actually probably Steven Spielberg or Lucas himself.
See, you've met Mark Hamill properly. I've met him myself, but I met him through work, so I couldn't fanboy. I remember him walking in, and it was the place we were in the States, and I ran back and all silence in the chat. I phoned him and I said, "You will never believe he's just walked in here." And so I was like, "Who is?" I said, "He's Mark Hamill." But I had to talk work-wise. Like I was like I said, I was in the suit game, so I had to put back. But I just wanted to give him a cuddle.
So did I. I mean, I as I say, like literally from the earlier that day, I was throwing Ray about and being all horrible and nasty. And then when it was when I was having my lunch and Mark popped on, I went from being all evil to like, oh my god, it's Luke Skywalker's up. You know, in your gold robes, and I'm going, and you literally drop about 25 years. You know, you're back to being a 15-year-old or whatever.
Exactly like that, yeah.
At work.
Monkeys Harrison Ford.
What's that?
Yeah.
Monkey Harrison Ford. Bloody hell.
Harrison Ford.
Hey, the video on Harrison Ford. I mean, Matt, sorry.
Yeah, Matt's done a video on Harrison Ford. There we go. Yeah.
Lovely.
This man, I worked in telly for nearly 20 years, and the only famous person I've met is Alex Polizzi, who's that, and Vanessa Phelps. That's it. That's it. It's just like being an editor, you just stuck in a bloody room all the time. You never meet anybody.
I've met loads because where we were situated in London, I've met celebrities constantly. You know what I mean? I was at the club of the bar, and there was people we put each other around. You know, Michael Caine in Harrods, bloody all. So I've met loads.
Well, I mean, one of the first because I did I was in a documentary back in 2007 called Superhuman Giants, and it was literally about the documentary about tall people, and at the time I was with a very tall lady, and we were classed as Britain's tallest unmarried couple. So we did all the magazines and everything, and we even featured. And we was actually on the Lorraine Kelly show.
Oh yeah,
Robbie Jackson. Robbie, I was Ricky, wasn't it? Yeah.
I expect Ross. It's not the correct thing to if you're on set to suddenly ask for someone's autograph, is it? It's a bit sort of
you can't run up to Ron Howard and go, can I have your autograph, please? You are there to be work and be the best you can be. But obviously, if I ever see anyone at the fellow artists at conventions, it's nice to then I can either ask for an autograph. And I was lucky to be at a convention with John Ratzenberger. And
cool.
You know, and it was just I had a quick chat to him, and I asked if it's possible to have an autograph and a picture, and he said, "Well, we don't normally do pictures, but because you're the tallest person I've met this weekend, that does kind of like break the ice." But
is it Mike that's Chris in the chat? Isn't Mike Edmonds the guy who was in Jabba's Tale as well?
Yeah, I believe he was, but he was also obviously an Ewok in the Time. He was Time Bandit, and he was in Dark Crystal, and he was
in Maid Marian and the Married Men. What was it, Maid Marian?
Yes.
Oh, Mark! Way back.
Yeah, I love that. That was my favourite. That was Maid Marian.
And he did the safety song. The safety, with the.
You can dance if you want to. I love that track.
Pancake. Was it the Pancake Day thing as well on Maid Marian?
Yeah, he was. Wasn't he a Morris dancer in that video? Wasn't he? Something. Morris dancer.
And the lovely guy. We found out that he lives down the end of my road.
Wow.
So you've got a Wookiee one end and a Ewok the other, or a walking cupboard, a carpet, and a rug. Anyway, it's what a small world to live in. It's fantastic. And safety dance. That's it.
Many Black Hats. There you go. I've got it single somewhere. God.
I
just want to ask Scott a question, because as a non-Star Wars, well, you are a Star Wars fan, but like you're primarily. What's your favourite, like, prequels, sequels, or the originals? Or what would be
I'd say the originals. Yeah, it's definitely the originals.
It's gonna be, isn't it? It's gonna be.
Yeah. Scott, I thought he said sequel. Sorry. Yeah. Go.
Yeah. What did you think? What did you think of the prequels? Like from '99 onwards, have they grown on you?
That's nice, Steve.
Oh, and myself. I'd always say that the originals are the favourites for me. Just thinking about it was 1977 with the first film, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how groundbreaking it was is unbelievable. It's like nothing you'd ever seen before.
I know. It's just
So with that in mind, they would always be my favourite.
Yeah. I think you're right. I mean, we try not to compare them, but you're always going to compare Star Wars with 3, aren't you? I mean, it's always going to happen, you know. Rogue One I absolutely loved. I mean, the Force Awakens I liked. The prequels I love the prequels. I think they're fantastic, you know. But
I like the first one. I remember watching that in early 2000s.
Phantom Menace is one of my favourites. So it's
I mean, I was too young for the first one. I remember going and seeing the Phantom Menace in '99, and I remember I was in New Hampshire in America, and I went to see it in a small, and I couldn't believe it because I don't know I've never had the experience in England, so I can't say we don't do it in England, but all the kids were sat around and everyone was laughing and it was a great experience. But I'll never forget The Force Awakens. The hype and maybe it's because
that was a good time, wasn't it?
I loved it. All the new figures coming out. You got new characters, you know, with the toys, and the toy aisles were full, and everyone was hyped up again. And our old characters were back with new. I loved The Force Awakens. I thought it was a great.
Oh yeah, Harrison Ford coming in. That was
are you going to watch Shabby? Are you going to watch the Last Jedi again?
No.
I think I'm the only one here that does like The Last Jedi. I think.
I don't think it's.
I like it too.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah.
I like it.
What's in it? You know what I mean? But I can't lie to everybody. It's just for me. Yeah, I can't get into it at all. It's just one of those films that came out, and I was just so like, what have I just seen?
Well, can I ask you, what part of it don't you like?
Heartbroken. Skywalker broke my heart. I mean, I've loved him since I was a kid.
The lightsaber.
I'll tell you. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember if we did go and see The Empire Strikes Back. I was only 5, so I can't remember that at all. But I do remember Luke walking through those Jabba's doors. You know, the palace doors when I was about 9 years old. And when he did that Force choke, like the Sith choke, if you will, against the this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I know, you know, a lot of people liked Han as a kid, but I've always loved Luke. To me, he's the greatest character alive. So I've got to admit to it, and this is just my opinion. You know, I'm not one of those people that if you like the Darth Jedi, and these lads will back me up on that. That's fantastic. I'm really glad people. I've never been one of those to hate it and slag it off. I won't do that, but to me, it's heartbroken.
Well, that's what I said about the fact that Star Wars, everybody has different angles with it, and everybody has different opinions to it, and that's what makes Star Wars such a great diverse thing to talk about.
I just don't want to hate. I don't think
it got on my nerves in a way and then you get the Luke that like I said, a lot of people say, you know, you can't like the Star Wars for you, but you do. I mean, it's your Star Wars. It belongs to us all in a way. So when I saw him in The Mandalorian, but all these people turn around and cancelling Disney and never watch Star Wars.
I'm not into that.
I delved into the books. I read all the books, and
you got a lot more invested than a lot of people, Scabby. So
at the end of the day, Star Wars is a film, right? Look, I might end up spoiling the magic of the scenario here, but it's not real, right? No. It's like I said, it's escapism, right? Yeah. Everybody has their opinions on what they like and what they don't like,
exactly.
and characters don't like. What makes them enjoy the film, or maybe not enjoy the film as much as other people do, but maybe those people don't enjoy the films as much as your films. So it really is down to personal taste.
Well,
it's crazy when people come up to me and they go, "Oh, your character is this and that and that." But I'm going, "Well, that's that's fine, because it means I've actually stirred an emotion in you with my characters, and I've done my job as well as this. I know we've done a great job of being a Wookiee or a great whatever. Yeah. It's as an actor." And then I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing my job correctly because I'm making people go thinking about it. They're not just watching the film, let it pass over their heads. They're thinking about it afterwards, and they can either what's the word for it? They can either share the relationship with the character or with the person they've seen, and then they can identify with them and think, well, that was a good character, that's a good scene, or whatever. Or maybe they just think actually it was a rubbish scene, or whatever. But whatever happens, they're actually casting an opinion, and it makes us feel good, because if they didn't feel anything about it at all, then we're not doing the job we're supposed to do. So all the rubbish that happens on social media, with this, like falling out with each other. You think, well,
it gets toxic. I mean, I've joined in the chat on social media about bashing it and stuff, but that was I always treat I'm treating especially the last two sequel movies. I always treat it like Alien 3. I was disappointed when Alien 3 happened. They killed off Hicks and they killed off Newt. Like in the first minute of the film. Get over it. It happened. Yeah. And then I can sit down and watch The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker and still have an enjoyable time watching it.
Yeah, there's 8 years difference between Alien 2 and Alien 3. So the actress playing Newt would have been obviously a lot older.
She's a school teacher, isn't she now?
Sorry, she's a school teacher. So and I with Alien 3, I keep finding things out, because I didn't realise that Clive Mantle, who's in Alien 3, was also in Superman 4 as the Nuclear Man. So
Nuclear Man.
The original Nuclear Man.
Which guy is he in Alien 3?
He's on with the tattoo.
Tear tattoo.
Tear tattoo, yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. See,
you learn every day,
that's something we've learned tonight.
He says, because I'd never seen the Aliens, as you lads know, till last year, but I watched them all in a row. So it's nice. So as soon as I watched Alien 2, I watched Alien 3. So it didn't really give me that. I'm a bit disappointed, because I thought it was good, because it was like, to me, just a continuation story. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was quite happy in that sense.
Yeah. But no, it's because I guess because you wait on tenterhooks for so long on a franchise film, and like you have to wait such a long time, and then it happens with Star Wars, it happens with the Aliens and things like that.
Yeah, and of course there's two different versions of Aliens 3 as well. You can watch the one where it comes out a dog, and you can watch the one where it comes out the ball, which it originally came out of, and why it was so that one's a better. I think there's a director's one which is better. So
Well, right. I'm not one of those people to sit here and it's like Matt likes The Last Jedi, so I'm not going to sit here for an hour telling him why he shouldn't like it. It's not about business whether he likes it or not. So I agree,
remember that one, Alien 3 on the Mega Drive. There you go.
I know, it's a great game. You've got pulse rifles, which you didn't have in the film, wasn't it? So.
Yeah. There's more guns in this than there was in the film.
That was a difficult game as well.
Oh,
painfully hard, isn't it? I have finished it with cheats though. So
I know they made a hash of the Amiga version of it.
Oh god, that was awful.
Oh, it's dreadful. Yeah. I mean, the Amiga was quite often you either had sound effects or music, and they took
that was right.
Out, and there was no atmosphere whatsoever. It was the dullest thing I've played in years.
Can I just apologise, Scott? I feel like we all talk about the films and stuff like that, and you're not.
Goodness, no.
That's why we kind of got Scott on first, because otherwise you'd be like,
I'm just sitting here listening to your escapades. Actually, being on one of these.
You don't come across anybody that's been in the movies that we love, do you?
So, thank you very much. Thank you. I was just to say to Scott that now I think they're either making or going to be making the new RoboCop film. Do you reckon they'll do a RoboCop? The RoboCop Returns that's supposed to be happening soon.
Yeah,
I'd like the idea of that.
Follow-on.
Yeah,
a game for it. Like a new version of RoboCop versus Terminator. Which I used to play,
Sorry. With the gore. Yeah, with the gore.
Saying them, I keep getting them out. There you go. That one as well.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. I just wondered if you thought maybe they might do a RoboCop Returns game. Obviously, based on the film, whether that would work or not. Is that maybe like with all the new graphics you can get now? Would will it be as good, or do you think maybe they should just keep it as Robocop versus Terminator, how we had it on
yeah. I tend to find that, especially now, that a lot of the licensed games tend to be just kicked out of the door just to match the rest of the merchandise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only exception I've had recently is I played the which one was it? The Xbox One version of Mad Max, and I had a great time with that. Plays good homage. It plays good homage to the film as well, and it treats the IP with respect, which is something you don't often see.
Back in Christmas '96, right, when I was at college, when I was a lad, then yes, I did Obi-Wan Kenobi. I played Snoke with Andy Serkis. Yes. Was it? Yes, I was literally one half of him. What I was saying was, so back in '96, then I played Goldeneye on the N64.
Oh yeah.
Back then, right, it was like anybody was playing it.
Yeah.
You'd buy an N64 just to play GoldenEye.
Did you end up banning Oddjob in multiplayer matches?
Weirdly enough, my two were either going to be.
He was always the shortest character. He was always the hardest to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, was that it? Oh,
yeah.
That was it. Yeah. I just thought I'll be ironic and be Oddjob. But there was either that or Jaws. But with Jaws, there was a thing where you could program his head to make really, really large head and a really small body.
Big head mode.
Yeah, big head mode.
Yeah, they used to have that all the time, hadn't they? You know, back when it was considered something secret rather than DLC.
Yeah.
That was the question of what saved them right there. Did you see that question, you two? If you could save one thing out of what you have, what would you save?
Me?
Both of you, you and Scott.
Oh, that's a...
He said there's an earthquake, you can save one thing, what would you say?
Oh, that's a good point. I'd probably say that Game & Watch I showed you, the one that I related to the most when I was a child.
Yeah.
That's the one I used to play on the school bus. I'd probably say this.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll take this whole room. I'll carry the whole room. That's where it is. The whole room.
It's a single item. It's one room.
That's what one room full of stuff. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll expand that to one house.
Mike's here. Mike's just got up. We'll have to get Mike on next.
Yeah.
I've seen Mike on here plenty of times.
Yeah.
I wonder what makes Mike unusual.
It's usual, not unusual, Ross.
Well, he is upside down.
Yeah,
he's upside down, and he's in the future, so he could be a little
upside down in the future.
He's from Australia, so yeah.
It's a lovely. We love Mike. We love him.
Yeah, he's the loveliest man on the internet, probably.
Yeah.
Let me ask you all a question then. Favorite and least favorite Star Wars themed game then.
Favorite and least favorite.
Yeah. Now I could say the least favorite for me immediately is Star Wars Kinect. Absolutely.
That was awful.
Yeah, they did this sort of let's just dance version of Star Wars. And I was like, what on earth are they playing at?
I don't know about hating, but I remember at Star Wars. I can't remember what it's called, but it was done like Mortal Kombat. They fought each other. Something
like the fighters of Terrace Cassius and all that. That's it. I think that was one of the clunkiest games that's come out.
It wasn't no Tekken, was it?
Terra Cassius actually mentioned in Solo, isn't it? Because that's the thing. Kira's
the fighting style. The fighting style.
Yeah.
I think mine's got to be my favorite.
That's the Old Republic, I would say in my case. That's the Old Republic or Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront.
So the original Battlefront from the noughties, and maybe the first new Battlefront was good. But I think my all-time favourite, and it was the reason why I used to like going to Blackpool or the arcade, was the sit-down vector graphics
the big cabinet one.
You've got the voices behind you, and it was like, oh my god, that was cool behind me. I think the worst was a desktop game called Yoda Diaries. It was on Windows.
Oh right.
Yeah, Yoda's Diaries. It was like So
Yoda teaches typing.
Yeah. It's like a text adventure. Yeah.
I think all the basic IPs have been dragged through the mud once or twice with some of these titles, like Mario. Mario teaches spelling, that kind of thing.
Oh God, yeah. Mario toilet paper. Go Matt.
I'm trying to think. Probably one of my favorite one is probably Star Wars Unleashed. The first Star Wars Unleashed.
Oh, great game! Yeah,
was a great game.
I'd have to agree with that. Yeah.
Oh, is that with the Star Killer?
Yeah. That was great.
Have you ever played that on the Wii?
I haven't now.
No, it's different, isn't it?
I've got it on I've got it on the 360 and I've got it on the Wii, but it's for a Star Wars game where you're using the controls on the Wii, it's fantastic. It's one of the best games.
One of the things as well is the trailers for the video games are amazing. For the Knights of the Old Republic, I remember the Force Unleashed one where he took on that Rancor. Do you remember when he jumped in the air with those two lightsabers?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Go on, Ross. Best and first.
Yeah, I can't think of that one.
Well, I'm gonna put Battlefront 2. Sorry, Battlefront 2 aside because there's a Wookiee that looks very much like mine.
Not everyone. I could say that, but I can't.
I like the Lego stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Force Awakens, Lego Force Awakens is pretty good.
Epic, isn't it? Massive.
And like the original Return of Jedi that we said about before, like on Atari. The worst one I saw was what was it? Was it? I think you mentioned it, Scott. Was it the dancing? The dancing one was.
The Star Wars Connect. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. It didn't quite do it. But no. I'm quite like the new stuff that's coming, like the VR stuff. Like it puts you in the wells and things.
Yeah.
That I've heard.
What?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Was it? I don't hate TLG, but the Fab edit, the Fallen Knight comes far superior. Well,
right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that one.
Well, I'll ask him next time I see him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Okay. Well, as I say, that's what I said earlier. Like films like Star Wars films, they bring out opinions and things like that. So Just to say about the other question, which was like, what would I take if there was an earthquake? Now, this is a slightly long-winded answer to that, but I'm very good friends with Chris Bunn. Chris Bunn, who was the original Stormtrooper, the first Stormtrooper that you see on New Hope.
Yeah.
All the Stormtroopers are actually like his body is all the Stormtroopers. That's what they were like, the height and the weight and the size.
Knights of the Old Republic was fantastic. Both of them, brilliant games.
Yeah.
I think one of the hardest ones I've ever tried was the SNES version, the Super Star Wars.
Right.
It sort of gets you into it a little bit at the beginning. And then after the first stage, just kicks your backside from now until eternity. I found that so difficult, and I bought that new as well.
It was a lot of money, 50 quid back in the 90s. I mean, the most expensive game I bought in the 90s was 65 quid. It was Mortal Kombat 2. Bloody hell, And kids moan today about the expenses of games, and they don't even get a physical game anymore, do they?
No. Bring back manuals. I get sick of massive tutorials in every game. Yeah, this is the D-pad you use to press forward. I'm not doing it. It's like all the games.
Sorry, Ross.
No, it's fine. It's cool. The thing that I was going to say was that I would make sure I don't lose in an earthquake. Is I was given a call sheet, a copy of the call sheet from New Hope,
Oh wow!
When you there?
From the cantina.
Hey.
And so it's got like the date. I think it was April the 29th, 1976, and it's like got obviously like they're all on there, like Harrison and Mark and Carrie and Peter, and then it's all got all the stand-ins and everything else and the props, and it's got like a bit where it's this exploding gun, and obviously for so it's got, that's one of the things I would
does it say on that, Ross, who shot first then?
I'm sorry, the sound has gone from But it's like the chicken and egg, isn't it? What came first?
Well, I tell you what, it's been absolutely fantastic tonight. I've loved what a great.
I'm proud that we've gone over nearly 20 minutes. We've gone over 20 minutes of our time.
It's been so good. It's like down a pub. This is
what we like it to be. Just having a chat. Yeah, like with friends down the pub.
I apologise if I've gone on a bit.
I think that no chance.
In a way, I think because we were going to have Jack's coming on next week from. In a way, I think I'm glad it was just you two because it was. Because otherwise, it would have been too much. Otherwise, Jack is coming on next week, and anybody else who wants to come on, and Shabby's in charge next week, so you can press the buttons.
To answer Obi-Wan Kenobi's question, how tall am I? I am 7'1", and yes, I was a Wookiee as well. I was the Wookiee with the grey eyebrows. Behind me. So
come on, Nick, haven't you seen all my postings today on Twitter? We've been like, we've got a bloody Snoke on here.
Well, so I always, and whenever I do any signings, I'm always fair to Andy, and I say that I'm the body of Snoke is how I do my autographs because he is the voice and motion capture and everything. So he's very much So, but he was just very nice that he. Said that he acknowledges the fact that yes, there's me as well as him playing it, so it's lovely.
Well, in Force Awakens, he was only a hologram, so you are the embodiment of him, aren't you? Really? So Thanks, Dave.
So Ross, do you have like a website or something? If people want to get your autograph or something, or you just do?
Funnily enough, you should mention that. I don't actually have a website, but I'm going to put on. I showed an image to Shabby the other day of my business card, and on there it's got my email address. So at the moment they can either DM me on Twitter at Snoke or on my email address. But they can do it that way. And I'm hoping to put a website out soon. It's just
of course you'll be at
difficult.
We'll be at future conventions anyway, won't you? I guess we have to keep an eye out. Yeah.
Well, whereabouts are you then? I'm sorry,
Matt.
Matt. Sorry, yes.
I'm down on the South Bournemouth. I'm down on the Bournemouth.
Oh right, okay. That's nice.
Did you go to? Did you go to Furthest From, the one that's on Sundays? It's like a vintage. It's in a hall. Did you go to that one? I can't remember if you went to that one.
I went to. Oh, you mean like with all the cool stuff, people?
Yeah, that's it. With Fordham, it's in Fordingbridge.
Yeah, Fordingbridge. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I was there.
There was with Matt.
Matt Booker.
I know Dave. It's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome. I've loved it.
Yeah.
Right. That's been great fun.
Yeah.
Nice thing to say, only one. That's really nice, man.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And the nice thing about Ross is this is who he is. He's such a nice. He really.
Yeah, he is.
Oh
my God, it's Snoke.
Yeah. Honestly, lads, I've loved it. Brilliant.
It's been good tonight. I'm just going to get right down to the chat, and I'm going to have to I'm gonna have to end because
yeah.
Well, it's been lovely. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me.
Lovely to meet you, Scott, and
and yourself.
Yeah, just mix it up tonight, isn't it? It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm back, yeah.
Thanks
Second show
everybody for
bad, is it? Second show, we've done all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Well done, everybody. Yeah.
We're running a Star Wars collecting retro acting public service. Here we go.
Yeah, we go.
Don't get that out. I would have gone.
Any road. It's taxi for Tez. I've got to get off. So, yeah. Thanks for everybody coming on tonight. And
thanks for supporting us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching and commenting. Yeah.
Love it all. It's
and we'll be back next Friday. So
yeah. Shabby's hosting on his phone. on his phone.
Thank you. Yeah.
I could always host it on the supercomputer if you wish.
They are.
Do you know what? That plays better than Star Wars Connect, surprisingly enough.
I think you're right. The buttons work. Right. We're going to go. I could play some ending titles, but I haven't made any. So.
May
the Force be with you. Ta-ra. Are you sure you want to end broadcast? I am sure. Goodbye.